My name is Franco Buonaguro. I'm the Regional Head of Health for Unison here in the West Midlands. I've just been listening to George Osborne, and I've got a particular interest in health because the people of our country have been told that the health budget will be ring-fenced. But he has confirmed this afternoon that the health service will have to find, year on year for the next 4 years, a total of £20 billion worth of savings. Now, what I want to know, what our members want to know, what the people of our country want to know is how many doctors will that equate to? How many nurses will that equate to? How long will our theatre list grow to? How long will our waiting lists in general grow to? How many hospitals will remain unbuilt or not be built at all? These are questions that need to be answered. What we've been witnessing today, unfortunately, is a political statement by a government that it's got its eye on the next general election. Difficult decisions have to be taken for granted. But what the plan is, and it's quite obvious for us all to see, is that we'll get all the difficult decisions out the way in the next 4 years, leaving us the 5th year of our term to win back support, not only from our own supporters, but supporters of the other parties, and be re-elected for a second term. It's an absolute disgrace. And let me just say one other point on this. There's something not quite right when you listen to George Osborne and, the 22 other multi-millionaires inside the government and the cabinet telling people like me and the people that we represent that we're all in it together. Of course we're not all in it together. It's about the people that this is going to hit the most are the sick, the elderly and the infirm. And I'm no economist, but the sums don't quite add up for me. He's talking today about throwing 500,000 public sector workers onto the dole, onto the scrapping. In tax revenue alone, the government will lose £6.6 billion a year. Right? In benefits payments for these people to keep them out of work, it's going to cost our country another £8.8 billion. Where is the economic sense in that? There is none at all. And one final point on this is that in the 80s, under the Thatcher government, they told us that the private sector would pick up the slack. They didn't then, and they won't in future. And for the West Midlands has got the worst hit economy in the country. We have a large public sector workforce. You don't have to be a genius to work out what a devastating effect this package of cuts will have on the people and the families in the West Midlands.